So there is some, and I put that to lack of education and understanding, and it's the responsibility of the professionals as well as it's the responsibility of the professionals as well as the persons to look into these problems of the society. Then one more thing which we come across for our female patients is, I would say most of the time it's lack of understanding and lack of education. We take the reproductive system as a taboo, as if you know the knowledge and if you are educated about that, they think that there will be some, उसे क्या कहते हैं कि, I can't put it in words, I'm not getting the proper word. People think that this is a hush-hush thing.
Okay.
It's not hush-hush. It's normal, physiological, and it is religiously, the Quran talks about all these things. If it was hush-hush, it wouldn't have talked about it. So there is, so we need to be educated in all these things, and we need to educate our man, women and children in reproductive health so that they can look after themselves.
We published one report also, and then it's also written about if women, for example, gets daughter baby, and there's another problem, and they think that every problem lies, with the female, and then they don't give that much respect to the girl when they have. Have you experienced it during your life?
Yes, that's a very common problem, and we do face, a woman is going on having daughters and daughters in the wake of having a son, in the hope of having a son. People fail to understand this, that genetically a female has the female genetic material, and the male carries both male and female. So if there is a male's genetic XY sperm, then you have a boy, and it's the man who is responsible for the sex of the child, but neither the men nor their mothers who know that, or the family realize that this is not the woman's fault. So this is a big taboo in our society, and unfortunately women have to, men go for a second marriage if a woman has not born a son, or there's a problems of inheritance. And thank God in Pakistan, gender selection by ultrasound and termination is not on, but there are countries where termination is legalized. Female fetuses are aborted, and they go for selection of male fetuses. I mean, for some reasons, Alhamdulillah, Pakistan में अभी वो legalized नहीं हुए.
Any interesting happening during that you observed that men wanted to have a boy and the result of girl?
I mean, it does happen. No, they don't come. Men don't come and talk to us like that. It's the woman's response which tells us. And it's such a common response that if a woman has had 2 or 3 daughters and she's delivering another daughter, now these days they know the gender beforehand because of the ultrasound. And if I have a patient who is having repeatedly daughters, and I find a daughter on the scan, even if I see that, just for her health I won't tell her, because in the hope of having a boy, she'll be fed by the family, she will look after her. And we have seen that women to neglect themselves and to neglect the baby because they are not getting the child of their choice, especially when it is a female. And it's a very common practice. People don't tell the sex of the baby to the mother till the bleeding has almost stopped. If she is having repeated 5 or 6, 3, 4 daughters, because the woman goes into a state of shock.
Okay, but then do you think that such kind of issues have to be integrated in our curriculum, school curriculum, so that this, for example, this boy and their daughter, means the sex, the production process, that meant
It should be.
should be integrated so from the very beginning. A family should understand.
That's very important. It should be integrated in the curriculum. It should be taught. And there's nothing wrong in telling them. There are ways and means of telling these stories. There are ways of means of teaching the children. Everyone's out of the egg. How is the egg formed? And what is a hen? And what is a cock? So these are the simple, straightforward ways and means of telling them about gender. And people need, it's all boils down to lack of education.
Okay. Final question means I'm sure that many other Pakistani women and girls, definitely you are an inspiration for them and also role model. What advice you would like to give them when one starts thinking about any profession and then context?
I think wherever you are, if you enjoy your profession, you never get bored, you always progress. Then whenever you want to do something, always takes the name of Allah. I mean, I would sometimes start the most difficult operation and I would say, okay God, I'm starting this with your name, help me. And to my amazement, I'm successful because I've started with the name of Allah. So I think if you are sincere to your profession, if you are committed to what you are doing, and you know you're working righteously, there's always help and you always achieve what you want to. So persistence and perseverance commands success.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.